Previously on Professor Layton and the Curious Village.
Please, being alone is so very, very lonely. Okay, for the last time, man, me solving your puzzle is not going to make a lady fall for you.
And now back to more puzzles.
Hey guys, this is Alpha, back with hopefully the last or second to last episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. When we last left off, we had to complete 75 puzzles when we had 67, so it was a bunch of them. And now we can finally enter what I assume to be the end game. So, Layton exposed Don Paolo, the evil scientist who was posing as Inspector Chumley. His disguise now gone, Don Paolo escapes from the manor, leaving only his latex mask behind. Having outed the fiend who tried to take their lives, Luke and Layton set out to explore the tower. So, yeah, I hope to finish this game today, if I can. Let's see if there's any journals or whatever. Nope, nothing. Time to go. Yep, looks like you solved at least 75 puzzles. Alright then, go in the tower. There you go. Off you go.
This place gives me the creeps. Plus it's all murky in here and I can't see a thing.
Oh my. Oh, are they falling? Is it a trapdoor? Oh, there they go. Ah, oh no. This sucks.
And we're dead. Nope, I'm alive. Oh, my head.
Luke, are you alright, my boy? No injuries, I hope.
Don't worry, Professor. I'm fine. And yourself?
Nothing a good long bath won't solve. A good long bath later won't solve. But more importantly, where are we?
This room is stuffed to the gills with curious machines. I've never seen anything like them. What do you suppose they do? What in the world? Look over there on the wall, Professor.
My word. There are views from all over the town displayed here. Views? Like people? Don't they almost look like blueprints? Oh, so the Simon one is gone.
And what's this? Almost every village's name is on this wall. Professor, what if somebody is using this place to keep an eye on St. Mystere? Look, there are stairs over there. Let's get out of here. This place gives me goosebumps.
Yes, you're quite right, Luke. Let's head out. Oh, so we're in the bottom of the tower. And we're gonna go up the tippy top. It's gonna be great. I'm curious. Are you really not a thing? Can I really not explore any of this? Is there anything I can do here? Really? I can't. Nothing. Okay. What about my suitcase? Is there any? Nope. Just gotta go. I'm surprised. Oh, nope, there's a book.
Oh, what's this notebook?
Did you find something interesting? I don't think I would have seen that. That was a lucky guess.
I think so. This notebook looks like somebody's been using it as a diary.
It's probably with that diary, the thing, the other one. But, you know, all the different pages that we found before.
Just a little longer now. Soon this village will complete the task it was designed for. I've waited so long for this day, but as it comes closer, I feel a little lonely.
Because everyone's a robot! I hope that, at the very least, the young mistress finally finds happiness at the end of all this. This poor journal looks like it's been through a lot. All the pages are terribly frayed. I bet all the scraps of paper we found in the village came from here. Is there anything else I can interact with? Does anything look like it's really these like little human-y looking things I can't interact with? No, that all looks like background. Does anything look like not a painted sprite? Because this sort of looks like a sprite instead of paint. No, not really. Okay, I guess we're leaving now. They're little robots. They're like the Nier Automata robots. They're cute. Cuties. Oh no, it's the old guy. What's this? You. You two again. What are you doing here? What are you up to? I don't remember this guy. Just a moment, sir. What are you talking about? I knew it. You came here to steal my secrets, didn't you? Didn't you? Don't play dumb with me. I see right through you. Don't think I haven't been watching. I've seen you two sniffing around every nook and cranny in town, getting in the way of my work. Now I've had it. So unless you want to give me trouble, give me back number 38. Please calm yourself, sir. Just listen to what we have to say for a moment. We haven't intended to get in the way of your work. We're merely searching for the golden apple. Neither of us knows anything about this number 38 business. Oh. Did you just say golden apple? You're really here looking for the golden apple, then? Precisely. Do you know anything that could be of help to us? So that's it, eh? What you're looking for is on the top floor of the tower. But watch out, because the puzzles in this tower are harder than a whole mess of diamond-tipped drills. I know they call you a puzzle master, but are you sure you'll have what it takes to solve them? Sir, you don't understand. I have the entire internet if I can't actually figure it out. Now, why would you go and tell us something like that? I bet you just want to see us walk right up into some sort of trap. What would I possibly gain from doing something like that? Not. Oh my. Not to mention, it's my duty to guide those who seek the golden apple towards their goal. Some mischief maker snuck into the village and had me all confused, but I think we've got things figured out now. Seeing as how it's your duty and all, would you mind filling us in? What is Saint Mystere's big secret? Alright, I'm just gonna tell you. The name's Bruno. I work for the Reinhold family. For some time now I've managed Saint Mystere from up here in the tower. Managed Saint Mystere? You're the one who manages the life of each of the villagers, aren't you? What in the world are you two talking about? Surely you must have seen them too, Luke. Do you recall the cogs we found about the village and the list of names we saw in that room? All the villagers of Saint Mystere are robots created by Bruno. Oh, snap. Who called it? Who called it? Who called it? It was me. It was I. I am the master of mysteries.
What do you mean the villagers are all robots? You mean that thing that I've been saying for the past, since episode, 2? In other words, the inhabitants of Saint Mystere aren't human, but intricately constructed machines. They're robots, my boy. I have to say I'm astonished that anyone could build such elaborate machines in this day and age. You must be quite the engineer, sir.
Oh, aren't you the sharp one? I never imagined you'd figure out so much of the mystery by yourself.
What do you mean, sir?
Saint Mystere isn't a real town, Luke. It was constructed by Bruno and the late Baron. How am I doing so far, Bruno?
You're right on the money.
The master believed that one day an heir worthy of his fortune would come forward. Had me build this city and all who dwell within it to prepare for that day. Then he hid his greatest treasure, the golden apple, away on the top floor of this tower. I was ordered to protect it with my life. Until the person arrives who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple, I will continue to protect it.
Remarkable. I'm impressed at how far Baron Reinhold went to protect his treasure.
It's not just any treasure, mind you. The golden apple was the Baron's most precious treasure.
But why go through all this just to hide treasure? Why build an entire village to protect it?
Oh, whoops, seems I've been a little loose-lipped there. I've already said more than I should. The answers you're looking for are waiting for you at the top of the tower. Go on then, show me if you're the one who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple.
Tiny Cog solved. Abduction solved.
Well, he didn't say what he was doing with the abductions. I guess when they were feeling bad, it meant they were malfunctioning. So, wouldn't Ramon be solved as well? Because he's the robot. And that, people who are not feeling so hot. So he kidnaps them, takes them in, fixes them up, and then puts them back without the memory. Anyway, sweet! Okie doke. You.
Professor, look, the stairs are barred off.
Aha. This must be one of the puzzles Bruno warned us about. It does look quite difficult. This is perfect timing, my boy. I'm in the mood for a puzzle with some meat to it. Alright. Get the ball out 4. It's another get the ball out puzzle. Perplexing device. Guide the ball to the hole. Door will open. Okay, so... Alright.
Well, here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it.
There we are. Come on, Luke. We must press on.
Alright, lead the way, Professor. Say, Professor, there's something that's been on my mind for a while.
Oh, what is it, Luke?
When the crank for the bridge was stolen, we were sealed in the village along with Don Paolo. It could just be me, but I feel like this wasn't a coincidence. Somebody planned it, but who?
Well, Luke, I don't have any direct evidence, but I wager that it was Bruno's doing.
Bruno? But why in the world would Bruno do something like that?
Do you remember what he said? It's his duty to show the way to those who seek the golden apple. But naturally, Bruno had no idea what kind of people would come to Saint Mystere seeking the treasure. It's likely they trapped us in the village to buy himself some time to evaluate who we were. He wanted to see if we were worthy of the secret.
That's terribly presumptuous of him, don't you think? How could he think either of us were bad people? He doesn't even know us.
Who knows how Bruno saw it, Luke? I'm certain he was just being careful. After all, Don Paolo managed to sneak in with us. Bruno probably had his hands full and needed the time to see what kind of people had entered the village.
Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to ask about that too.
Luke, we really should get started here. You can ask your next question while we're climbing. I cheated. I cheated. This is Puff. I think I am cheating. The crank. Cool. What's here? Oh, is it just a hole? No, it's just outside. Are there any hint coins in here? Just like, no? Nothing? New journal. Climbing the tower. After a bit of a tumble, we came face to face with the man who abducted Ramon. The man, Bruno, laid out the bare truth for us. This town was, as I suspected, constructed from the ground up. Now I am certain that the truth that we think awaits us on top of the tower. Boop. Oh, none of this looks suspicious at all. Nope. A hit coin! Yes! Oh, gee, I wonder if that's a puzzle. Oh, not another locked door. Whoever built this tower much enjoyed watching people suffer. Well, my boy, are you just going to stand about and complain about it?
No. Leave this puzzle to me.
A magic square. You need to solve this magic square in order to proceed. A magic square is a set of numbers organized in a square so that adding any of the three numbers, be they horizontal, vertical, the same total. 1 and 2 have already been placed on the square. Complete the rest for the square to unlock. Okay.
Well, here's my guess.
Okay.
Layton's
I'm using up like all of my hint coins now because when else am I gonna use it? I got 2 hint coins on this. Figured out that it's 15. And yeah.
Got it. The door's open now.
Good show, Luke. So what is it you were asking me earlier? I'm all ears now.
I wanted to know when Don Paolo snuck his way into the village. It seems like he followed us here. The only way into St. Mystere is through the drawbridge. Plus, I doubt Franco would let such an obviously evil character as Don Paolo.
Yes, to be honest, I still haven't quite figured out how Don Paolo entered St. Mystere myself. But it seems that he made his way in. He tried to But it seems that after he made his way in, he tried to stay at Beatrice's inn.
So that's the man who skipped out on his bill. Oh, that's right. I didn't see the freaking thing, the picture. It figures it was Don Paolo.
So that weasel did himself up to look like Inspector Chumley,
Snuck into the mansion and...
Hold on, when did he kill Simon? We'll get to that in a moment. We must keep climbing. Come along. This mansion super scary, tower super scary, checking around, nothing to see. Let's go up. Well, actually first, let's check. Nothing. Then let's go up. I just did that again. I'm sorry. I did it by accident. Up. Oh, hello. Oh, this tower's a lot taller than I thought it was before. Yes, sir? Konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people together. I thought I'd be wandering this place forever.
Hey, how did you get in here? And wait, do you have a different is that why they keep having different voices? Because they're robots and their vocal modules or whatever keep getting changed? That's what I'm going with. There's no way you solved all those puzzles.
Je ne sais pas. It just happened un momento. I'm wandering the sewers. The next thing I know, I'm here. I take it this isn't the local hotspot. I take it this isn't the local hotspot my guidebook promised it would be. How curious. So where is it you'd like to go? If you go down these stairs, you can return to the village proper. Just make sure you don't fall into the large hole by the entrance. Gigi. I don't know how to... Gigi. I'm pretty sure that's Mandarin, but I don't know how to pronounce it. That should be enough information to get me there. But, may I ask one more favor? All of this talk of stairs has reminded me of a nazo I love. Answer it for me, por favor. A riddle, a puzzle, whatever. I don't know what. Take the stairs. You have business on the 8th floor of a 10-story building. It took you 48 seconds to make your way from the 1st floor to the 4th floor. If you keep moving at the same speed, how long will it take you to reach the 8th floor from the 4th?
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay.
I'm ashamed.
You're on the 4th floor already. You've come halfway to the 8th floor. Or have you? I mean, I figured it wasn't just straight up the 8th floor. I'm just... Okay. 4. There we go.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Yes. You're right. You go from the 1st floor to the 4th floor. You climb 3 flights of stairs. Yep. Grazi, now I'm back into the village. Bye. What a strange fellow. Professor, do you suppose that man is human? I believe so. He's an odd one though, isn't he? I've never seen an explorer with such... I've never seen an explorer with such a poor sense of direction. Stranger still is how he entered Saint Mystère. I don't think even he knows how he did it. Perhaps his presence yesterday was another reason why Bruno felt compelled to hide the crank. Take the stairs. What a eccentric guy. This is eccentric or eccentric? Okay. Time to go up. Ooh, looking at all the places, seeing if there are any hint coins. not gonna randomly be on the floor. There we go. Another bloody puzzle! Surprise! It seems as if we're faced with another puzzle lock, Luke. Oh, I meant to ask you, but our run-in with the Explorer distracted me. How did Simon... you know... All in good time, my boy. First, we need to solve this puzzle. It looks to be quite the challenge. Princess in a box. Tired of leading a sheltered life, this princess is trying to escape her castle. Armed guards, however, are blocking her path. Slide the blocks out of the way to move the red one out to the exit. Her freedom depends on you. Can you do it?
That should do it.
Yay!
Another puzzle solved.
Ah, sliding puzzles. That took a while, and I got some hints. Though, from the internet. There we are, the door should be open by now. Should open now.
Amazing as always, Professor. Now about Simon. What exactly happened in the mansion? Did Don Paolo really make off with Simon?
I'd say so. This is just my theory, mind you, but I think that Don Paolo followed us into the manor. That's when he met Simon, or came across him, as the case may be. I suspect Simon had already collapsed when Don Paolo found his body sprawled on the floor. Ah, here's a funny face.
Just like with Ramon. So maybe Simon had also stopped functioning properly, huh? I guess all the robots break down sooner or later, and when they do, Bruno comes to collect them. Then he fixes them here in the basement of the tower. Oh, do you suppose the noises from the tower are actually the sounds of Bruno's machines working?
I think you're spot on, Luke. That must be why people began to associate the disappearances with the roaring from the tower. Don't forget that, despite his peculiar appearance, Don Paolo is a scientific genius. Therefore, he probably realized why Simon had stopped moving. If it weren't for the golden apple, Don Paolo likely would have left Saint Mystere right then. I'm sure he was eager to take the robot apart and learn how it worked.
And that must be when he decided to disguise himself as Inspector Chemley, right? That rat made up the whole murder story on the spot.
But that's not the whole mystery, Luke. Come, Luke, we must keep moving. I'll explain the rest as we go.
Princess in a box. Princess in a box.
Solved, solved. The noise isn't... Wait, didn't we just solve the noise? Okay. Anything? Nope. How much further oh, hey, lady, how'd you get in here?
Fancy meeting you here, dearie. How would you like to try a little puzzle I made?
How on earth did she get up here?
She must have overtaken us at some point. Funny, I didn't even see the old girl pass us.
Yum, yum, yum. Quit whispering almost just amongst yourselves and try my puzzle already. It's a humdinger.
Card order. You've placed the Joker and 4 aces with different suits face down on the table. Use the hints below to determine the positions for each card. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. Neither the diamond nor the Joker is next to the spade. Neither the Joker nor the diamond is next to the club. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Well, let's just put them randomly down first. Okay. See if this violates any of them. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. It is to the left, so let's switch those. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. Alright, so let's move this. Neither the joker nor diamond is next to the club. Neither the diamond nor spade is next to the heart. Okay. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. Neither the diamond or joker next to the spade. Neither the joker or diamond are next to the club. Neither the diamond or spade are next to the heart. Submit!
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
Excellent! Only a strong grasp of the principles of logic can get you through a puzzle like this.
Yeah, oh yes, that's the answer, alright. Well, I guess I'll be off. Come visit me anytime. Yum, 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 yum.
Are you gonna give us any stuff, old woman? I guess she followed us in here. Can we get stuff? I want stuff. 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 Nothing. No, why do I keep doing that? I'm going to stop that now. Upward and onward. Oh, that's cool. They're like in a little thing. That's cute. Okay. Look at them. They're tiny and adorable. Is there anything around? Nope. Nope. Alright, we're just breezing our way through this tower, man. Just like I thought, there's another puzzle locking this door. It looks really difficult, Professor. Luke, my boy, haven't you learned by now? We have the internet! No puzzle is without an answer. Now we simply need to find that answer. Here, allow me. The internet! 3. Ooh, a 70 picker out one. Okay. Use each of the numbers 1 through 9 exactly once to fill in the blanks and complete this equation. 3. Okay.
Lou, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Okay, so, basically, it's, I looked that up too. I'm not doing very well, but really, I get tired of just sitting here. Creativity and persistence, Luke, as long as you have these no puzzles beyond your reach. Listen, Layton. I'm trying to make videos. I don't have time to just sit there for hours and think about this puzzle. I'm sorry.
Professor, I was just thinking. Do you remember that picture we found in Lady Dahlia's room?
The one with the late Baron's wife, Violet, holding a child who appears to be the young Flora, of course.
That's the one. It's uncanny how much Lady Violet looks like Lady Dahlia. Do you suppose Baron Reynolds' journal entries were talking about Lady Dahlia?
Sharp thinking, my boy. I believe it went something like this. The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive.
That's the one that tipped me off. Professor, do you suppose Lady Dahlia is actually a robot built to resemble Lady Violet?
That's entirely possible, maybe even probable, given the circumstances. But if so, what a terribly sad story these entries tell. Do you remember what the next entry said? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say, but I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You were my first, my last, my only. The Baron arranged for the construction of a robot for Flora that was identical to his late wife. But living with a machine that was so similar to his wife must have been too much for him. Thus he decided to change the robot's personality, so Lady Dahlia was created. As she was originally created as a mother figure, she must have gone through a confusing transition.
Professor, do you suppose these robots feel sadness?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. But I have a feeling that each of these robots has something not unlike a human heart. What do you think?
I hope that they do.
Lady Dahlia! Solved! And the noise! We solved the noise! One more to go. Alright, let's just move ahead.
Do you suppose we're near the top yet?
Yes, but it seems that we have another puzzle in the way before we get there. Puzzle number 100. 7 squares. Oh. Fuck. Your task is to draw lines between the pins on the board to form 7 squares. The 7 squares do not have to be uniform in size, but you can only use each pin once. Alrighty, then give it a shot. 7 squares. Oh, and only 7 squares. Okay. There's the solution. No, I would have never gotten that in a billion years.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Now we're free to keep climbing. You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge, and yet there's almost nothing inside of it.
Yes, quite. Other than Bruno's room in the basement, the whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that is why Bruno's machines make such a racket. This tower is like a megaphone.
But why would anyone want to construct such a big, purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing.
Did you ever consider that this tower might have been built for the express purpose of exhausting us? This is just another one of many trials that have been set out for the seekers of the Golden Apple.
Gosh, that makes perfect sense. Maybe that's also why the tower looks so scary on the outside.
Okay, we did number 100. Are we done?
This floor doesn't appear to have any puzzles set up for us. So if we climb this spiral staircase, maybe
we'll reach the top floor? I think you might be right, my boy. Come, let's hurry. If it becomes a slide, I swear. I hope number 100 was the last one. Coin. It's probably not. It's like, now have a super mega puzzle.
oh my gosh!
Our view is obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming cottage like this here?
Look, the light's on, Professor.
It would appear that someone is living here. It's what's her face? It's, not Violet. Violet's the wife. The kid. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll see how much the rest is. I might just cut this out and have it be the next video, but just cut this out and have it be the same video. But if not, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and leave a comment because your words mean so much to me. And as always, guys, have an awesome day.